Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this little chat on the sofa at Christmas, where I'm chatting. I'm not going to say interviewing. I'm chatting to people that I know from all over the world about how they share Christmas with others, how they celebrate the festive period in their country. And today I've got the wonderful Barbara with me, and she's in Canada. So, Barbara, tell us about you and where are you from? Whereabouts do you live?
Hello, everyone. I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So that's the western side of Canada. It's a beautiful, beautiful um, province of mountains and rivers and
Oh,
ocean.
nice. And temperatures at the moment?
And much like right now, we are 1 degree. It's a bit chilly out there, and it's raining and it's damp, and the dampness kind of gets to you sometimes. But it's really a moderate climate.
Right. And have you always lived in Canada?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was born in Canada.
Yeah. So you don't know the UK now.
No,
So Christmas, how does Christmas pan out in Canada? Let's start in, Canada. How does that differ? In UK, obviously we've got the Christmas Day and the presents and the giving and the shopping and what does it look like in Canada?
much the same, because my heritage is British. So my parents did the same things they did. So there is the plum pudding on set on fire and everybody awing and oohing at my parents' home. And but we carry on the same traditions as we did. And if you go to the eastern side of Canada, it's a lot of French tradition. So Canada is very diverse, very
Well,
diverse. But for us, we set up our Christmas tree and we keep it up until January 6th, which my mother called Little Christmas. So you had to keep that tree up. And then what we did is on January 6th, I would say to the children, we would have kubasa and pierogies and do the Ukrainian dinner. And then they would make a wish and the tree lights would be off and it would be
oh, right.
done. So it was a nice closing of Christmas for children.
Nice.
For Christmas, we are shoppers. We give gifts. We give everyone gifts, neighbors, friends, relatives, of course. And so it's very much a traditional Christmas for me. Um, my family comes over Christmas Eve and we have a lovely dinner and we chat and kids can open one gift. And Christmas Day is energetic because you're up early and it's turkey in, and everybody comes over and they get their gifts, and the wrapping paper is thrown everywhere. And, it's a lovely, exciting time of being a family and being together. And so Christmas Day, there's the dinner, the turkey dinner. And now with my family, we would have a bread dressing in the turkey. With Dennis's family coming from the Orkney Isles, I had to learn to make skirly, which is a dressing of oatmeal and onion, actually, and a lot of butter. And you stuff the turkey with that. And the Ellwoods called it skirly. I
Mhm.
imagine it comes from the old fashioned time where there wasn't a lot of bread and fruit and nuts or anything else or sausage, so they would just use porridge.
Wow.
I've heard of that. In the olden days they used porridge and raisins
Yeah.
and would stuff a turkey with that.
Mm.
But so that's what we have, and my kids are used to having two kinds of dressing, because this is dad's dressing, this is mom's dressing. And they love turkey dinner, of course. It's just a huge festive gathering of food and gravy. Um, Now for then Boxing Day, it continues. They all come back. They all have leftovers. It's an easier day of relaxing. So I've got 3 full days of family and one grandson who is 8 and the center of everyone's attention. So he
Mhm.
has a wonderful time.
Mm.
Um, and this Christmas will be different for some of us because um I lost my brother this year.
Mm,
And so his wife and three daughters and their families have thought about this Christmas and have decided to change things.
mhm,
So my brother's wife will be going to Mexico with her daughter and just having a totally different away time.
mhm,
Um, Two of the daughters will be together for a Christmas that they're going to change up for their children.
mhm.
And think of my brother and think of um, what he did. He was such a Christmas guy. And
Right.
so they're going to greatly miss that.
Mm,
But in order to, if we want survive the death of someone like a grandfather for them, a father, a husband, they have to change things.
right.
They're looking at completely changing their Christmas.
Mm,
So I'll be seeing them early
mm,
and visiting, and I'll be talking about my brother, and so
mm,
will they. But
mm,
it'll be a time of they're still in mourning
mm,
and grief.
mm,
So they will have to change things, and they know it. And
mm,
for the grandchildren, they have to change things
mm.
and make it a bit different, and yet not forget
No.
that these
Mm,
that their grandfather passed
mm,
and who they loved just so much. He was
mm,
such an energy,
mm.
such a source of love and joy and excitement because he was the Christmas guy. So it's going to be very hard on them. And I
Yeah.
will think of my brother and bless him
Mm,
and carry on with life as
mm.
it is for my family.
Mm. It is hard for all of us that have lost dear ones, isn't it? That it's
Yes.
Christmas that seems to really throw that up. It is, and it just sort of hits you. And lining up a little bit, it's also a little bit about, have you had any funny experiences with Christmas, whether that be as a child or even as you brought up your own children? Is there anything you can recall for a funny present or a funny Christmas? Do you have Elf on the Shelf?
Yes, we do, but I don't do that. So
That's something that's new to me. I didn't have that with my children.
yes, I know that some people do the elf on the shelf, and but I don't, and I didn't. So I'm not sure about that.
No, you haven't got funny experiences like I say, like I've got, where my mum's listening, watch out. But my mum had a gift that was some makeup from her partner, and the makeup was for, let's say, dark skins. And she opened it, and as she opened this blusher and makeup, it was all for dark skinned, and she's very fair. And she tried, you try to smile when you open the gift and go, oh, lovely. And not only had he bought this gift that obviously was not for her skin, he'd also got it on a regular subscription, so she'd receive a new one every month.
Sometimes we laugh at things. As my children have become older, the things that they did that we didn't know have come to light.
Yeah.
So they tell us stories of that I would stay up late and wrap all their gifts and take the gifts and hide them in my closet in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So everything was wrapped, so they didn't know what it was, and I was hiding gifts here and there. Well, I heard from them that they went into the closet, took all the gifts, very carefully unwrapped them, and they knew which gift was for whom. I have three children, a boy and two girls. So they looked at unwrapped all the gifts, looked at them all, wrapped them all up so I could not tell.
You
I
didn't
really
spot it.
I didn't even couldn't tell that they were wrapped up. Then what the funny part was, the little deceptive ones, they practice being surprised with each other. They practice the surprise
Look.
look, what shall we do? Would I be excited with this one? And they practiced how they were going to respond to their gift, knowing what they already got. How rude are these children of mine? I was shocked when they told me that.
Yeah, all these
And
things that go on.
uh, it's at least they were honest now and tell me, so they sort of own up to a lot of things when they get older.
Yeah, it's
And
that it's that excitement Christmas Eve that we get, or I used to get with mine. It's like you've got to go to bed early. Come on, go to bed early. The quicker you go to bed, the quicker you'll get up. Come on, you know
yeah,
that build of the excitement. It's lovely, and it's magical, as they say. It's magical. Well,
yes, and
thank you, Barb. Is there anything you want to say to the world about managing Christmas, or anything you want to leave this little session on? Any note?
I would like to ask everyone to have an open heart
Mhm.
and feel your feelings like we will this Christmas. But really the gratitude, find the gratitude, find the joy for yourself and spread that out. Just have an open heart.
Mm,
Even myself, I find myself in tears because I've lost my brother.
mm,
But I also am, because I'm a medium, I'm also in joy for him.
mm,
Um, can't see him physically, can't hold him
mm.
physically, but I can see him and hold him spiritually.
Mm.
So
Beautiful.
that's how I'm going to. I've already thought about how I'm going to do this,
Mm,
and you have to be prepared, but
mm,
be in gratitude.
mm. Thank you so much, from my heart to your heart, for chatting to me today. You have as good as you can festive period with those children of yours. I've now grown up, and we will speak again.
Thank you so much, Carly, and Merry Christmas and all the best in the new year. May 2023 bring you many blessings.
And you, Bob. Bye.
Thank you.